back to Blues Fans TV. I am Sophie Rose. Don't forget, this video is sponsored by OneFootball. It's a great football app. It keeps you up to date with all the latest football news, Chelsea news, other Premier League news and other leagues around the world. Any injury updates, any transfers, we fully support the app. So please do give it a download by clicking the link in the description below. Anyway, let's get into today's preview then. And I'm excited about this one, nervous. These big games are always sort of unpredictable to an extent. You know, history set, you know, stats tend to circle around these games. Who's won more games at home? Who's won more games against each other? But I do feel like this year, especially with the pandemic going on, there's no fans in the stadium. That obviously affects things a lot. And you know, recent form I think has to play a part here. United sort of let the top position slide, and Man City are now too far ahead of them, in my opinion, for them to catch them up. They've had a few distance pointing results here and there, and we have sort of started to, well, we were on a bit of a decline, and now we've started to pick things up a little bit. So I believe we have a very strong chance of winning this game. I'm going to go for 2-1 Chelsea, but yeah, 2-1 is my prediction. I've put that we're likely to concede, which I know is a rarity under Tuchel, but I just think they do have a lot of force, attacking force. The likes of Bruno Fernandes does scare me. You know, whether you believe he's carried their team or not, it's not really a concern of mine. That's more how we're going to deal with him. So I do expect, because they have players like that, that we might be likely to concede. I'm going to go through my team selection in a minute, but I do believe we've got a very strong chance of winning this. And I've actually picked the same team that we had out against Atletico Madrid, which might surprise you guys. I'm not sure how you feel about this. But I was very, very happy with our performance. I know a lot of Chelsea fans were. Some think it was our best performance so far this season. I'm not sure whether that was because of the opponent or the way we were playing. Regardless, it was a great result for us, and to keep a clean sheet away from home in Europe is very difficult. I would have liked to have put Silva back in there, but and I think we're still sort of hearing updates here and there that he could be available, but he's not fully fit, and I don't want to rush him back when Rudiger and Christensen have been keeping a clean sheet and I feel are capable at the moment of, you know, taking his place for the time being until he is properly fit. The last thing we want to do is rush him back and then have him injured again, especially as we get further along towards the end of the season, and we have the potential to reach semi-finals, finals in other leagues. You know, I want us to have all our players fit and available for those sorts of games. I don't want to rush anyone back just for the sake of it. So I think Rudiger and Christensen in that centre position do have enough talent, enough you know, enough stability within the two of them to do a good job. Like I said, it won't be easy, but I do feel that rushing Silva back is just not a good option. Up front then, I've gone for Olivier Giroud. Now I know in the league he tends to favour playing Tammy. He does like to mix things up a bit. I don't think Tuchel's trying to figure out what his best 11 is. I just think he likes the fact that he can rotate, and that sort of gives everybody a chance. And you know, he's doing it based on who he thinks is right for each opponent, which I think again is another quality that Tuchel has. But I think taking out Olivier Giroud out of this game when he is prone to scoring goals in big games, you know, I know it was only the first leg of the Champions League, but huge game for us, and it was vital that we came away with a win there, so that, you know, going into the second leg things aren't as tough on us. But I think keeping Olivier Giroud in there, he knows what it means to play in these big games. Whether you think he's an impact player or not, we need that on the pitch. And in my eyes, we need it for the majority of the game. And we're lucky that we have players like Tammy on the bench that can come on if things aren't going as well. Then in the middle of the field, I've sort of kept it. He does like playing Kovacic and Jorginho together. I was hearing some injury news throughout the week. I'm not sure that that's progressed any further. I'm sure we would be hearing about it. I mean, it's only a couple of days till the game, so I'll keep you updated with that. And I'm not sure if he will rotate. Like I said, I've kept this team based on the fact that I believe it's the best team to put out there, based on the fact that I think it was at least one of our best performances this season in the Champions League. I know completely separate competitions, but that was a tough game. This is going to be a tough game. It's a big game. It's, you know, we really need these 3 points. West Ham are just slightly above us. They have played exceptionally well this season. I think that's due to having no fans there, because they've not done well at the Olympic Stadium since I remember them moving in. So we really do need these 3 points, because I don't feel like West Ham are going to be the team to start dropping off. They haven't really showed that this season. They've shown to get stronger as it's gone on, despite having a few poor results here and there. So yeah, you know, we need to get top 4 this season. I think that's what Tuchel wants to get. The Premier League title is obviously out of our reach now. Not impossible, but near enough. You know, we ain't going to win it. And I think we have a squad that we can rotate. It's a shame that we've had a few injuries here and there. I know Kai Havertz had a few minutes at the end of the game in Madrid, and I'm still not favouring him to come in and be my first choice. So you can disagree or agree with me in the comments there. Let me know what you think. But I think we've got a strong enough team to see this game out. We're just going to have to deal well with the threats they have, like Bruno Fernandes in the team. Now let's talk about Tuchel and Ollie for a second. I did mention this in my 3 reasons why I believe we're going to win on Sunday. You can check out that video now. It's already been uploaded yesterday. But for me, if we're going to talk about managers, Tuchel is further ahead of Ollie in only the space of a few games, and that's not to bash Ollie, because they are second in the league. Whether I rate him or not, that's a good achievement so far this season, but they had the chance to go and win the title. They've sort of blown that, and Tuchel's come in and he's one of those managers that can make very short, sharp decisions. I mean, if he's willing to bring on a player at half time and his instructions aren't carried out to a T, he's made it clear that he's, you know, willing and able to substitute, even if we didn't agree with the Callum substitution. You know, they seem to talk it out, and he was featured in the team for Madrid, you know, and he's featuring in my team for United. It doesn't mean that you don't think he's a good player. It's just making decisions based on what we feel is right for that game and how it's going. So he's very quick to make decisions. We play this very high intensity football, fast paced, fast passing. I do believe that will give us the upper hand. And I think Ollie's more of a, I wouldn't say reasonable manager, I'd say he's just not as clinical. And I think in these big games you need that. So we haven't got a good record against the top flight this season. Tuchel, it has got a lot of, you know, hard games coming up. We've got Liverpool as well, don't forget. So this will be the first sort of test, and let's see how it goes. I have faith in him. I think the fans will. And we really, really need to get 3 points out of this. So comment below, let me know your thoughts. I've gone for 2-1. I'm going to go for Olivier Giroud to get at least one of those goals. I think Mason will be a massive part of this game. Not just, you know, whether he gets a goal or not. Just having his presence on the pitch helps us. I think he helps stabilise that midfield. So yeah, fingers crossed. We're talking about another win. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to download the One Football app. I want to see all your score predictions in the comments below so that I can have a little look there, see if I'm sort of on the right path. Most fans I've spoken to on Instagram, when I've asked for your predictions, you've gone around the 2-1, 1-0 mark, so I don't think I'm too far off. But yeah, comment below, let me know your thoughts, and fingers crossed in my review I'm talking about a win against one of our biggest rivals.